Hi, my name's Vallisa. I'm from the UK and I've been invited to Clinton, which is a town in the United States of America, to talk about my film and about what I do in general. So I'm here with the Mayor of Clinton today.
Thanks for being here. We're excited that you're here. It is, just so you know, I met Vallisa while I was in Cannes in May and we got to talking, and she is a screenwriter, a producer, and a director. And she's here to talk a little bit about her project and some of the other initiatives that she's working on. So let's start with the movie first.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the movie.
Basically, I graduated from university after studying film and television, and I decided to write my own script. There wasn't a lot of jobs around. It was hard to get a job in the industry. You know, being a girl as well, people don't really want to give you jobs. Not having any background, they sort of say, you know, you haven't got the experience.
Right.
Well, I'll do it for free. Can you give me the experience? Oh no, we can't do that. So you're sort of sitting there with a toss-up, like, what shall I do? So I decided to write my own script, and I've done that now. It's been about a year since I've been writing the script, chose my characters, chose the storyline, put it all together. I'm now producing it, which is where I'm trying to find the funding for it.
Okay.
Then I'll go into looking for locations, characters, getting the production crew together, and then in September I'll be directing the film as well. So I'm doing
exciting.
it all, the whole lot.
And you're going to be filming in London.
Filming in London for the most part, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the story. What's the story of?
The story is based on three guys. One of them actually comes over from New York. He's from the UK originally, moved out there. He's sort of the guy that I like, because that is what I would want to do, is move over there, study over here, well, over here, should I say,
right,
and then go back. He's now come back to the UK for his sister's wedding, and he's reunited with his best friend and his cousin. And it's very heavily music based, because the best friend is a music producer, the cousin is a struggling singer, and it follows their lives over a month, which leads to a situation that changes all of their lives forever.
Okay.
And we start the film in the future with a child, and we know nothing about the child apart from his uncle's name. We then finish the film in the future with the same child, where we find out who his parents are and his actual name. So it's sort of like the background of the story is following where this child's come from, who is his parents, you know, where has he come from.
And how did you come up, what was the idea behind the story?
The main thing was I became a radio presenter in the UK after I graduated.
Okay.
And when I done that, I got heavily into the music industry, and I wanted to show the music industry for what it was. So I played with stories, I played with what we could do, what we couldn't do. You know, you don't want to overshow it, but you don't want to undershow it. And then there was this American character that I really wanted to go in with, because I love America. I come here every year, and I really wanted to show the American characteristics as well. So that's where this guy Krish comes into the whole story.
Okay, that's very exciting. So you're here now. You've had some meetings to look for some funding.
Yep.
And you're on your way to Vancouver from here.
I am on my way to Vancouver, yes, to start locking in the music, getting people from Toronto. I'm also going to Toronto.
Okay.
So going to get music, speak to actors, because I need an American guy. We did try and have a guy from the UK pull off an American accent. It didn't actually work out too well for us.
No, huh?
Yeah, he sounded half Texas at one point. He had a New York accent the rest of the time, some other accent in between. It was from all over the place.
Right.
And so I decided to go for someone who's actually from here.
So kind of like when I try to do my British accent or something along those lines, it just doesn't work. The music. How's the music going to tie into it? Because you say that's going to be a big piece of it.
Yeah, what we're doing is the South Asian music industry in the UK is absolutely huge. It is also becoming a lot bigger in the United States and in Canada. So what we're doing is this music producer will be in his studio, and his main scenes, he doesn't have a lot of other scenes around it, but we're going to have cameos coming in. So some of the big bots, so you guys will have heard of Jay Sean. Jay Sean is because he's moved over here, so everyone knows him. But there's a lot of other Asian, you know, singers out there who are huge in the UK. They have major followings, you know, 30,000 people following them on Twitter and stuff like that.
Wow.
Social networking, love it. And
gotta live for it.
Exactly. So we're going to have them come in as cameos into that. We're also holding a fashion and music event within the film. So, you know, I said that there's a situation that takes place.
Right.
It takes place at the fashion and music event. So what happens is we're going to have fashion designers promoting their fashion on stage whilst a singer is performing on stage at the same time.
Very cool.
So that's how we're mixing the music industry into it. So I've got a guy in Toronto who has a track, and I'm not allowed to say too much about it because I haven't locked it yet.
Right.
But it is about a mum, and with one of the characters has lost his mum.
Okay.
Very recently, it's only been about a year, so it's very raw. He's taken on the whole situation where he has to look after his dad, who's a bit depressed, his younger brother, and he finally breaks down, and this track is going to kick in, and we're going to show the relationship between parents and their children within the space of a song.
So you have a lot of stories, kind of underlying stories within the movie.
It's like 5 stories moving into one. There's another guy who is abusing his wife, which sounds horrible, but it's not about her. It's not about the woman being abused. It's about him and the mental state of why he's doing what he's doing.
Okay.
And his whole situation is his dad used to abuse his mum, and when he's drunk, he manipulates. So you'll see, so if he goes like this, you will see a situation where his dad done the same thing to his mum.
Okay.
So we'll see flashbacks.
So it's a cycle.
Yeah.
Which we know that violence like that usually is.
Yeah, and he also says, I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be like him. Yet every time he's drunk, he does exactly what his dad used to do. Which I've done my research, and I found a lot of boys are like that. Boys that have lost their fathers at a young age, or their fathers have left them. There's certain things that they copy that their father done. Although they say, I hate him,
right,
which is the general thing that they say, they still do the same stuff.
And there's a trigger usually. In most cases, it's drinking. Exactly,
and they won't admit it, but you know, that's just how it is. And you're sort of like, well, why are you doing that? If you know that's what you don't want to do, why are you doing it?
Right.
So, yeah.
Very cool. So some of the other things that you're doing. When you got out of college, or university, you started at a radio station.
I did. It's the second largest Asian radio station in London.
And you have your own show?
I have my own show, 2 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Wow.
Recently, I've actually been on the breakfast show, which is absolutely crazy. 4 hours in the morning from 6 until 10.
Okay.
So we were combining shows, so it was absolutely mental. Being up at 4 o'clock in the morning is not a good situation when you've got to be in events the night before.
Right.
And yeah, it's really good. I've built it up over the year.
So you're leveraging that career to help with the movie.
With the movie, I tweet a lot of the artists, and my thing on my show is I will send tweets to the artists and say, oh, I'm playing your track right now, or right now we are dropping, whoever the artist is. So they all know me as a person. They all know that I'm making a film as well.
Right.
And it's a good little ploy because when I'm making the film, they already know who I am. So I can sort of say to them, I want your song.
So you've got the celebrity name.
Yeah, and I know the music.
Right.
I wouldn't know some of the tracks had I not have been a radio presenter as well.
True. So your listenership, what's the age? What's your demographics?
Mine at the moment on my particular show is mainly housewives.
Okay.
Because my show is from 9 to 11 in the morning, Monday to Friday. A lot of, people are already at work. Although I've realised recently, since Twitter and Facebook has come along, and I've been using that a lot more, a lot of people tune in from work online. So I do get a lot of people that are sitting in the office sneakily with their headphones on, listening to my show, which does make me laugh because I'm like, are you actually doing any work? And then they vanish for like half an hour.
Right.
And they're in a meeting.
Right.
So it's quite funny. But mainly the actual station has about 18 to 30-year-olds.
Okay.
That's who they aim the station at. It just so happens that my show seems to wander past those times.
That works. It's you've got the audience, and that's what's really important.
And breakfast show, you have a lot of school kids.
Absolutely.
And they have particular artists that they ask for, and you love it because every single day they ask for the same song over and over again, and it gets to a point where I'm like, really, can we just swap? Can we play a different song by that artist?
Right.
No. They seem to love
popular.
The Canadian and Americans for some reason. I think it's the accent. I really think it's the accent.
Absolutely the accent. I mean, I think that's one of the things that as soon as I hear the accent, right away I will stop and listen.
Yeah, I found I get a lot of American and Canadian listeners as well because they love the accent.
Right.
So
it's very cool. Well, thank you for coming. I mean, we're excited that you're here, and we'll do a little tour of the town, hopefully.
Definitely, I'm loving that river behind us.
It's
nothing like the Thames.
No, it's definitely not like the Thames.
That's exactly what I said.
Well, maybe some dead fish, but this is you know, we're excited that you're here, and thank you for coming and taking the time out of your busy schedule. Although I do want to ask you one thing, because one of the things we talked about when we were in Cannes was the fact that there were no women in competition, no women directors.
Yeah.
So do you find that one of the things I talk a lot about is obviously women getting involved in politics, because that's what I'm in, but we're also seeing now in other industries. So obviously the film industry is still one of those that it's much more difficult for a woman to break into.
Yes, the way I put it is I'm a woman in a man's world trying to be a man, because it's the only way you get. It's like in the industry, which you'll probably know, but you find that a lot of guys try, and one, I'm young as well, so they see me as a young girl. They don't want to work for me because they don't want to take direction from me, or they think they can use and abuse me because I'm a girl and I'm not going to fight against that. And then all of a sudden I sit there and say, you know what, I'll talk about radio mainly, is I don't want to play your music now because you know what, you can't take me for a ride.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they like me because they realise I have a business head on me, which a lot of girls don't.
Right.
And that's the problem in this industry, is the girls will just fall for whatever it is they have to, and they will cave in, but you have to be strong. Right. And if you can show you're strong, you're basically a man. That's the way I put it. You've got there.
Works for me. So hopefully next year we'll see your movie in Cannes.
Hopefully it should be ready by March, so fingers crossed we'll get there.
Sounds good. Well, we will be watching for it, and hopefully you'll keep us posted as far as what's going on.
I will do.
And let us know. So, and when you get some leaks that you want to put out there, you know, we're more than happy to leak for you.
I'll be letting you know. Yes, all over my Twitter, all over my Facebook. It's all over the place. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but thank you for having me.
I'm glad that you were here. Thanks for listening in, watching in, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, my name's Vallisa. I'm from the UK, and when I'm around the USA and I'm not producing or directing, I'm watching On the Loose TV.
Hi, this is Janice Kovach, and we are back with Vallisa, and we're here at Addiicted and Annie Rossi, who is the owner of the store. So Annie, tell us a little bit about the store.
Well, we are jeans fitting experts and personal stylists. We can fit you in whatever kind of jean you like, whether it's high rise, low rise, skinny leg, flare, boot cut, and we have hundreds to choose from. And
I will attest to that.
Yes, and we're also personal stylists, so we love to outfit you from head to toe and get your fashion groove on.
Good, thank you. So I brought Vallisa here with me, and this is her first trip to Clinton. She is from the UK, so why don't you tell Vallisa a little bit about, you know, how you got started, because this store initially was your mom's store.
Yes.
Added Touches by Mary.
Yes.
And now you and her have kind of expanded it and created this haven for us to spend lots of money.
Yes. Well, we have been here for only 32 years. My mom started this in 1980, and in 2005 we renovated and put in the upstairs. We put in second and third floors, Addiicted Jean Store for men and women, and we are now putting in a juniors department as well for all the high schoolers in the area.
Very cool.
It's lots of fun, and my mom and I have a really great time, and we're best friends, and we just have a lot of fun with a lot of really great customers.
Nice. So, Vallisa, why don't you tell Annie a little bit about your project?
I'm making a feature film, which is based in the UK, and I'm hoping that when I finish my feature film, I'm going to come here and spend lots of money, because I should have money by that point. But yeah, so I'm making my first feature film. I'm a radio presenter as well, so definitely looking for dodgy outfits. I call them dodgy in a nice way, of course.
Right. The UK version of cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, and I'm sure it will be a great success, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Yes, and we have lots of shoes also. That's why I'm holding them. Everything from really fun fashion neon flats to high heels. So we get you outfitted from head to toe.
And yes, that is the truth, because I have spent lots of money here.
Yes, and we love Janice. She's the best. She's our #1 supermodel. She does fashion shows with us, and we adore her.
Thank you,
Janice,
and I love it here.
Wonderful. Yes, Mayor Kovach, we just wanted to present you with the official Mayor Kovach shoe for Clinton, New Jersey. Don't you think the mayor should be walking down Clinton, Main Street, Clinton, to get an ice cream cone?
It might protect me.
Yes. Yes, we think this is definitely her style.
It's an interesting style and very cool. I don't know that the heels, if I'd actually manage walking down the street, but thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, we've got Vallisa in a great new outfit. She's got on a pair of the colored skinnies, which are really high fashion for spring and going into the fall of 2012. And we have her in a tuxedo black jacket and a sleeveless chiffon blouse. She can go from daytime into evening in this great outfit. Give us a spin, Vallisa, and let us see how great these skinny jeans fit her. These are black orchid. And the jacket is 118 and 68, and she's got a really great outfit to go out on the town with. Thank you, Vallisa. Do you love it?
I do, absolutely love it. You know what I'm going to do now, right? Go downstairs and pay for it and not change.
Sounds great. Thanks, everybody. Come and let us do the same for you.
There's so many angels that can be found. There are just so many angels to go around. But I keep on searching, Lord. There's someday I find just one more angel that can be mine. Well, I feel abandoned. I'm all alone. I need somebody, yeah, to call my own. Someone to comfort me. I pray that I find just one more angel that can be mine. And when I see her, tell me how will I know her? Will there be some kind of